Hey, what's up guys? My name's Tyler and I just want to give you guys a quick story on how I increased my total testosterone from 496 to 807 within 3 months. So backtrack a little bit. This was January of 2024 and I started to notice that I just had less energy and I wasn't feeling quite like I did a few years prior. And I didn't really know much about the testosterone thing at the time, but I could just tell something was off with my body. I'd seen a few videos on Instagram and I thought, oh, maybe I should get my testosterone checked. I don't really know much about this, but I'll check it out. So it came back and I got my results. It's 496 and I was really pissed off about it because after doing some research, I saw that 496 was, yeah, it didn't suck, but it was like not great by any means. And the way that I am is if I'm not like in the elite category, I get really upset and I get obsessive and I try to get in that elite category. So I was pissed with the 496 and I basically set out on a mission to increase my testosterone 100% naturally. So the first thing that I changed was my nutrition. So at the time I was eating a lot of pasta, a lot of bread, a lot of rice. I was having a lot of chips. I'm a big chip guy, love chips. And so basically on the nightly, I was having Smart Food popcorn, Cheetos, Doritos, like just bags of them. So a lot of junk food, a lot of carbs, a lot of estrogen heavy carbs. And once I did some studying up on that, I was understanding that I needed to cut those foods out. And what I needed to start subbing in was a lot of healthy fats. So things like red meat, eggs, nuts, extra virgin olive oil, things like that are literally the building block for testosterone. So testosterone actually can't, scientifically can't be built without cholesterol and saturated fat. So I was getting very minimal at that at the time. And once I started adding those back in, I started to notice I was feeling a little bit better. I could tell my test was going back up. So just real quick, wanted to go over what I eat. In the morning, I have 6 eggs, 2 Brazil nuts, a banana, and orange juice. I have the mass gainer shake post-workout. That's full of carbs, which is okay because after a workout, you want a ton of carbs. So with that mass gainer shake, I have blueberries and then I put some extra virgin olive oil in it. For dinner, I'm having a pound of ground beef or 12 ounces of steak. And then I'm having Brussels sprouts and broccoli. Like I'll rotate those, Brussels sprouts one night, broccoli the other. And then I'll also rotate a banana or potatoes. So that's what I have for dinner. And then before I go to bed, I'm having a protein shake and maybe some peanut butter, but I'm always having cashews with it. So I've literally built this nutrition plan. You're getting your greens, you're getting your healthy fats, you're getting some carbs, you're getting all kinds of things that you need to have high testosterone. Like I said, the main thing that I started adding in was those healthy fats. That's literally, if you're taking one thing from this video, cut out the junk food and start focusing on healthy fats and whole foods, all right? Second thing I started doing was supplementing. So I looked into supplements, wasn't really taking any at the time, but what I started taking was a supplement that had some zinc in it, magnesium, vitamin D, Tongat Ali, just your basic natural vitamins, minerals, and herbs that you need to increase your testosterone. So outside of that natural test booster, I started taking a sleeping supplement as well. And the reason I started taking a sleeping supplement and prioritizing sleep is because literally you can be perfect in the gym, you can be perfect in the kitchen, but if you're not sleeping well, it does not matter how good or how perfect everything else is, your testosterone is still gonna be low. That is where it's built, that's where it's created. All those hormones are being released. Sleep should be your #1 priority if you want high testosterone. So I'd highly recommend looking into a sleeping supplement. So just kind of backtracking, first thing I changed was my nutrition. Second thing I changed was I started adding supplements to focus on recovery. And then the third thing is I started cutting out all of the personal care products that I was using, hair gel, shaving cream, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant. So the products that I was using at the time are high in phthalates and parabens, and those can just wreak havoc on a male's hormones. So I cut those out. I switched to all natural products. And then another thing I did was switch to 100% cotton underwear and clothing. So no more polyester. Polyester, it's not good for a male, can lower sperm count, can literally make your balls smaller. So cut out that polyester, cut out the estrogen heavy deodorant, shampoo, all that stuff, switch it And that's pretty much the main top 3 things that I switched. I do 10,000 steps a day. I wasn't doing that at the time, but now I do 10,000 steps a day. Obviously, that doesn't directly increase your testosterone, but it's great for blood flow. It's great for circulation. It's great for your heart too. So I recommend just getting 10,000 steps a day, or at least 8,000. So just to backtrack again, 3 things I did: fixed my nutrition, I started supplementing with the right supplements, and then I cut out or fixed the personal care products that I'm using. And I was able to go from 496 at the end of January 2024 to 807 at the start of May 2024. So that was my journey with testosterone. Obviously, I've been trying to maintain it since then. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you're low T, you got this, and make sure to make these changes. Hopefully you guys can take something from this video, because I know what it's like to just not feel like you did when you were 20 and you want to get it back. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like, make sure to hit subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.